The City of Whittlesea is growing. We're one of the fastest growing municipalities in Australia, and around 8,000 residents move into the area every year. That's around the same as the entire population of Swan Hill. This growth isn't only happening in the newer suburbs of Mernda and Doreen, but also in the established areas including Lalor, Thomastown and Epping. An ageing population, together with an increase in single-person households and couples without children, means that we need to provide different housing types. It's estimated that in the next 20 years, 65% of households will have less than 2 people. Some parts of the established areas will need to accommodate growth, both as a normal part of population growth and to cater for changes in household needs. Here's what we know about the households in our municipality. Almost 20,000 people are going to move into our established suburbs in the next 20 years. That's over 8,000 new households. In 2006, 36% of 3-bedroom houses in the municipality were occupied by only 2 people. This shows a mismatch between household needs and the availability of suitable housing. 80% of studio apartments were occupied by 3 or more people, which suggests difficulty in accessing affordable housing. Standalone houses make up around 90% of all houses in the municipality's established suburbs. The average number of people per household is declining. We have more single-person households, couples without children, and older people looking to downsize. We want to ensure that all residents have suitable housing choices as you move through different life stages and your housing needs change. Council has therefore prepared a housing diversity strategy, which provides a balanced approach to growth. The Housing Diversity Strategy is a long-term plan for housing in the established areas of the municipality and sets out a framework for residential development. The strategy also seeks to discourage housing development in inappropriate locations. The suburbs of Lalor, Thomastown, Epping, Mill Park, Bundoora and South Morang in particular are popular places to live as they are close to public transport, shops and services. These suburbs, along with the Whittlesea Township, have been identified as areas in which there's opportunity to provide different housing types to accommodate our changing population. It's inevitable that our municipality will change. The Housing Diversity Strategy will carefully manage this change to ensure that our established areas continue to be places that we want to live. If we don't act now and take a planned approach to housing, we run the risk of increased development occurring in areas that aren't supported by local services and infrastructure. The Housing Diversity Strategy won't encourage more housing growth. It will simply manage the change that's already occurring into locations that are more appropriate and well serviced. Based on input from the community, 5 change areas have been identified based on characteristics including proximity to public transport, distance from activity centres, lot size, subdivision patterns, and housing stock. Suburban residential. The objective for this change area is limited housing growth due to remoteness from public transport and activity centres. Only a minimal level of housing change, for example, an additional house on a lot. Medium density housing will not be encouraged in these locations. Neighbourhood interface. The objective for this area is for moderate housing growth to provide a sensitive transition from high to lower housing change areas. A mixture of single dwellings, dual occupancies, villa units and townhouses can be expected. This change area also supports the revitalisation of local neighbourhood shopping centres with shop-top housing and ground floor retail uses. Neighbourhood renewal. The objective for this change area is high levels of housing growth and change, but at a scale, height and density which is less than the urban renewal change area and which supports its neighbourhood setting. Medium and higher density housing is encouraged in appropriate locations near public transport and activity centres, and will include a mix of small-scale apartments, townhouses and villa units. Urban renewal. The objective for this change area is for high-density residential and mixed-use development that supports the city's principal and major activity centres Epping Central and South Morang. Generally, this means high and medium density housing will be possible above retail and commercial uses in these areas. Whittlesea Township. The objective for this change area is modest housing growth which maintains and enhances the distinctive rural character of the township, whilst introducing some housing diversity along main roads. Greater housing diversity may be supported on Church, McMeekin and Laurel Streets. However, single dwellings, dual occupancies and villa units may be encouraged for the remainder of the township. Residents will have a number of opportunities to have their say on the draft housing diversity strategy during March and early April. You can download the draft housing diversity strategy by visiting whittlesea.vic.gov.au/housing diversity or phone 9217 2381. Thanks for your time, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts on the housing diversity strategy.